Hello music lovers, welcome to my video, and we are going to talk about an idea weird for others seems to be normal for others as they do it often. And this episode is all about plants. Again, with all gratitude, please subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell to receive all updates on my videos, vlogs, song cover requests, and all topics with regards to music. And of course, the most important call to action is please like this video. So please press the like button. This episode is especially for our plantitos and plantitas out there. Shout out to our plantitos and plantitas. Comment below, plantito or plantita, if you are one. Now we are going to talk about two topics about plants. First topic is about plant growth and music. We usually talk to our pets, right? And when we say pets, this includes plants. Plants in our garden, or just by the porch, or even plants inside our houses. And tell me, how often do you talk to your plants? Now here's the first point of this talk. Have you ever speculated if there's any reality to the concept that playing music for plants helps them grow? Of course, this is a music channel, and we are going to talk about plants and music. Now the question is, how do they hear it? How do these plants hear this music? Do they prefer these kinds of music? Slow, fast? Do they prefer Lady Gaga? Or do they prefer Harry Styles, Nirvana? While there have been readings conducted that suggest that plants do indeed react well to music, the truth of the matter is still up in the air. That being said, the indication that supports the idea is very fascinating and very gripping. Now, where did these statements about plants and music start? It may not be an amazement to you to learn that the inkling that music can affect plant growth happened with a book, The Secret Life of Plants. And this was published in 1973, written by two authors, Bird and Tompkins, respectively. This is an account of the physical, emotional, and spiritual relations between plants and man. This helped popularize the idea of music and plants. The two authors quoted scientific studies that suggested that not only does music help plants grow, but that they have a level of awareness and can logically respond to persons. The researchers in Anomalia University experimented with flute, violin, and rena music, and even saw positive results exposing plants to the vibrations from traditional Indian dance. They ultimately concluded that the violin was the most effective music. The same year that the book was published, a researcher by the name of Dorothy Ritalak of Colorado's Women's College had her research on plants and music into her own book, The Sound of Music and Plants. She had experiments where she exposed plants to an extended note, sustained note probably, and found that they were much healthier than the control group. Then she experimented with different types of music. It includes jazz and rock. Plants exposed to the more soothing classical and jazz music grew towards the speaker and even entwined themselves around the speaker. Plants exposed to the discordant rock music, on the other hand, grew away from the speakers and showed signs similar to overwatering. So maybe plants are just really big fans of classical or probably jazz. Now, how can this behavior be explained? Many of the researchers who conducted this experiment, Relaxing among them, concluded that plants exhibit an empathetic response to music. It is worth noting that they also had many fringe beliefs. Rita Lack also thought that plants were capable of extrasensory perception, ESP, and shield away from rock music because of their lyrics. The best scientific theory as to how music helps plants grow is through how the vibration of the sound waves affect the plant. Plants transport nutrients, proteins, everything inside it, in their fluids through a process called cytoplasmic streaming. The vibration of certain types of music and sound may help stimulate this process. In nature, the plants may grow advantageously around bird songs or areas with strong breezes or even beside rivers, which there are much vibration to be heard. The question is, can this be proved? While undoubtedly you'll find many gardeners who swear their plants to grow better when listening to Celine Dion, there is still no decisive evidence that music helps plants grow. Many botanists have criticized the experiments, proving this fact as being pseudoscience, fake science, or scientifically flawed and non-replicable. Again, a post from the University of California in Santa Barbara points out that there are so many variables in this experiment that may not have been properly managed or accounted for, such as light and water, air pressure, and soil conditions. They also suggest that it may simply be that it's not the plants that benefit from the music, but their caretakers. This may also be why it is said that talk to plants help their growth, as those caretakers are simply more attentive. That's why I ask you from the very start, do you talk to your plants? But the idea is still plausible, at least according to the popular TV show Mythbusters. They tackled this topic in 2004, setting up 7 greenhouses with different conditions. One had no music, one played classical music, one played death metal, 2 played recordings of negative speech, and 1 played positive speech. In this version of the experiment, it was the death metal plant that grew better than the rest. Classical music was second, followed by the greenhouse playing speech, both negative and positive, exhibiting similar growth. The plant exposed to no sound was dead last. Now, this is a proper way to help your plants grow tall and strong. Music is food for the soul. But is it food for plants? We're still waiting for a definitive answer. But regardless of whether or not playing music actually aids in plant growth, at the very least, it couldn't hurt. At least as long as you don't put the plant right next to a speaker and crank it up to 100. Now for our second topic, plants that play music. You heard me right. Plants that play music. By the way, I have my links and I will post these links in the description below so you have a first-hand resource regarding on this topic. Now, with plants that play music. Plants can play music. Have you ever heard of a plant that can make music? Plants as composers, plants that can make music, vines that can sing. There is this artist that has invented a device that can read a biorhythm of a plant combined with external factors, and the device interprets these signals into algorithms which produces meaningful, pleasant music. Joe Patitucci, co-creator of Plant Wave, was inspired, attaches two sensors to a plant's leaves, and the device detects variations that are happening in plants. Then, the device graphs these variations into a wave, then translate it into a pitch, then run those pitches into specific instruments, as particularly designed that gives a continuous stream of pleasing music. This is the window of each and every plant's secret life in music. And it made me a believer that even plants appreciate vibration, which in turn are signals that this device can read, and it reinforced my belief in Nikola Tesla's words that if you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. Have you ever wished that your plants could talk to you? Now they can sing to you. This device called Plant Wave lets you tune into nature. Literally, they let you listen to the sounds made by plants, ranging from trees, flowers, bonsais, to mushrooms. The device can detect electrical variations in plants by placing two electrodes on the leaves, which are turned into pitch messages to play musical instruments designed by the team. The finished product is a continuous stream of pleasant music. The Instagram page of Plant Wave has a range of videos on how the device taps into plant music, including cacti, iris flowers, and coastal plants. Children take to this music, and many say it has a soothing and healing effect. It turns out that dead leaves don't produce sounds, while healthy ones do. The Plant Wave equipment is advanced. It lets you connect to mobile devices and listen to plant music for hours. It can even be connected to professional music equipment like MIDI synths and digital audio workstations, as connecting to nature, relaxing, focusing, and increasing presence. Can be used at home, in the kitchen, in the studio, even during yoga or during meditation or on hiking trails. The device lends itself to many creative pursuits, and if plant music becomes a genre in the future, we certainly wouldn't be saying no. And I hope you enjoyed my topic today. Again, music lovers, don't forget to subscribe, press like, and share this topic. I'll see you in the next video.